All right, guys, so let's get started. And most mobile car detailers don't have a marketing problem. They have a response problem. They miss calls. They text back hours later. They go back and forth about pricing. They lose momentum. And in places like Fairfield County and Westchester County, customers don't wait. They move on. So instead of hiring a receptionist, I decided to build one inside of GoHighLevel. Today, I'm showing you how I built a multi-agent AI system for my company, Freedom Fusion Detailing. The system answers calls, qualifies leads, validates service radius within 20 miles of Stamford, collect vehicle details, triggers an outbound voice AI to book the appointment live, notifies technicians in Slack, and even applies route-based discount logic automatically. This isn't a chatbot. This is a digital front desk for premium mobile detailing business. And I'm building it live so you can replicate it for your own business or deploy it for other local service companies. So without further ado, let's open up what's under the hood and get started. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. This is going to be one of those very interesting ways that you could save incredible amount of time. And the best way to save that time is to get AI to build it for you. Get AI to do the work for you. So um, yeah. So how does this whole thing work? Well, it's all what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna split this whole thing, this presentation into like a demo version and just kind of so this way you can understand other features. I'll show you some slides while giving you some context behind what is it that I'm doing. This will give you the greatest level of learning effectiveness and will maximize your chances of success exponentially for your car detailing brand. And especially if you're in a local area, this is going to be great for you. You could increase your clientele, then later decide if you want to keep it or flip it. And it's definitely one of those things, guys, that is extremely beneficial for anybody who's starting their business. You could also do this for other use cases, like for other businesses, in case if you wanted to do that for other businesses, we offer that as an opportunity as well, where you could resell our Freedom Fusion System CRM to help other businesses in the process make additional extra income for yourself. And if you're interested in that, simply DM the word path on my Insta and yeah, and let me know that you are interested in that, and we'll get on a call to get you set up, and yeah, and then it's going to be smooth sailing for you. So without further ado, let's go ahead and continue to see what's next. And of course, guys, keep something in mind. You could ask me questions. Now this is happening live. And yeah, so the first thing uh, today I'm going to be walking through a couple of things. Um, I'm going to walking you through how I'm building a full AI front desk system inside GoHighLevel for my mobile detailing company, Freedom Fusion Detailing. This isn't a theory. This is a live architecture. I'm deploying it in Connecticut for real customers within a 20-mile radius of Stamford. And we're going to be combining conversational AI, voice AI, booking automations, and technician notifications into one cohesive system. And this exact workflow will also be productionalized for other car detailers. Now, most mobile detailers miss calls. They're working detailing, and every missed call is lost revenue. Even when they answer, they repeat the same questions, go back and forth on scheduling, manually calculate pricing, lose momentum. The truth is, guys, customers want convenience, especially as I mentioned in Fairfield County and Westchester County. If the booking process feels messy, they move on. So the question becomes, how do we create that premium booking experience without hiring staff? For Freedom Fusion Detailing, the goal is simple: capture every inbound lead from wherever it comes from, whether it's from SMS, Facebook, Instagram, email, pre-qualify automatically, book efficiently, keep a luxury fill, and we specialize in premium regular detailing only, guys. No ceramic of any sort, no complicated service tiers, just high quality mobile detailing. Our target audience are busy professionals, luxury vehicle owners, Tesla drivers, homeowners who value convenience, and this AI system becomes our digital concierge. The system uses multiple AI agents working together, where we have Bot 1, Conversational Intake AI, that collects zip codes, vehicle types, condition timeline, and all sorts of other characteristics. Then we got a voice Bot 2, which is a voice AI booking agent. It calls the lead and books appointments conversationally. Then we have the Bot 3, which pulse booking support bot, and it handles FAQs, reschedules, prep instructions. And then we got Bot 4, which is our detailer acquisition bot for other detailers who want this system installed in their business instead of one chatbot. So we create a coordinated AI team. Now, inside of GoHighLevel, there's this concept of conversational flow, and it's basically conversational flow builder is something that we use to um, do the gathering of information. And there's different types of gathering of information that you could get, ranging from AI capture info. There's also AI splitter, AI message, book appointment system action. And this flow looks like this. Lead reaches out, we ask what service they need, we collect zip, AI validates if it's within 20-mile radius, we collect vehicle details, we assess condition, we ask timeline, then we guide them towards booking. The tone is calm, premium, no robotic. And after the acquisition, we trigger outbound AI. The voice agent calls the lead and says, "Hi, just confirming your Tesla in Greenwich for full premium detail." This increases trust dramatically. Voice feels concierge level. It feels like a real assistant. Booking happens live over the phone. This is where conversions jump. So instead of generic discounts, we use priority route discount. If someone within a geographic cluster and books quickly, we offer a route-based incentive. This keeps brand premium. We don't say cheap, we say priority scheduling discount. Psychology matters. So after booking, Slack notification is triggered automatically. Technician sees customer name, vehicle, address, time, service type, no confusion, no manual texting, no missed information. Operation becomes clean. So if someone fills out the form but doesn't book, we trigger a personalized AI video. "Hey John, I saw your request for detailing in Stamford. Few detailers are doing this. This creates a modern premium perception." So once again, guys, like, why are we using this? Imagine if somebody fills the form but doesn't book. And this is the case where we trigger a personalized AI video where it would say something like, "Hey John, I saw your request for detailing in Stamford," and then obviously it's more personalized. And keep in mind, guys, few detailers are doing this. This creates a modern premium perception. So this conversational structure that we're infusing into this bot is really friendly. It's not rigid where you kind of um, where you kind of just always say things the way it is, and then the reality is you weren't supposed to say things the way it is. AI bot takes care of it, but also gives you an opportunity to be rigid. So now this system is step one. Step two is while labeling this for other detailers. So the step two is white labeling this for other detailers. Step three is connecting those detailers to Freedom Fusion marketing operators. So we serve end customers, detailers, and operators inside of our ecosystem. One build, multiple revenue layers. And if you're a car detailer and want this installed in your business, um, reach out. If you're an agency builder and want to deploy this for local services, connect with me. And if you want to see the full workflow build out, I'll be hosting deeper workshops where we can construct this step by step inside GoHighLevel. And this isn't just automation. This is a digital front desk that works 24/7. So, and obviously, guys, I'm showing you different types of actions. Over here, we got a closing loop and conversation versus continue. So AI bot knows when to, essentially inside of GoHighLevel, you could either end the conversation to get the bot to stop from replying, which is essential for disqualification or after successful booking to prevent babbling. And of course, it also we have the action for continue conversation. It keeps bot active using knowledge base, best for answering FAQs or rescheduling queries after the main objective is handled. So we use combination of both. Now, the full blueprint for this is as follows. A qualification flow comes in, there's an inbound lead, we capture it, and this is something if you're like an agency or somebody like trying to get more car detailers on a payroll to get them to promote them, then uh, you could also have this deployed for your agency and ask those kind of questions and use tags, typical traditional functionality of GoHighLevel. You use it, you add those tags, and you let AI uh, do further things. Like for example, um, if somebody is not qualified, you could get AI to send a learn more message and then transfer them to educational bot, that kind of stuff. An educational bot can do all the other fun stuff. In our particular case, it takes the users through thread stack, low ticket offer, uh, which helps businesses learn about all sorts of threads tactics to grow on threads, and it has threads bot, threads samurai, threads slacker, threads theme, threads stories, and other types of guides, plus all sorts of pills of freedom that people can pop and learn quicker some of those AI tools. So this is something that we offer as part of our low ticket offer, which is, by the way, $14.99, and you could get access to it. Um, it's a pretty sweet deal, guys, and you get access to our automations like Pet Automator, TikTok Pet Automator, Threads Pet Automator, and other automations. So now think about it. You could really have your new digital employee who could be waiting to become active. Uh, the key is to always have this fifth grader mentality when providing a prompt without anything sophisticated, just like as you're talking to a person. So that is the key. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and kind of jump into it and see what we could do here. And the best way I could do it is to just do the full screen over here, so this way you guys could see what's going on. So this just to kind of help you better understand what the workflow is going to look like. Here's you could kind of take a screenshot of this and see what how it looks like. So um, so we could think of this as layers. Layer one, business case for Freedom Fusion detailing, multi-agent architecture, exact conversational flow, voice AI agent conversational hybrids positioning for Connecticut luxury clients, productionized version for car or other detailers, what to post in Indies community. This is our community in case if you wanted to get access to it and learn more about all sorts of things that we're doing and connect with other Freedom founders. This is the community. This is the article you want to take a look at. Building multi-agent booking system for mobile detailers and GoHighLevel. And of course, if you want, you could, if you're interested in watching in deeper details for how we create this workshop, for how we create this multi-tier agent, go ahead and click on this link over here and just specify whether you're a Freedom founder or feudal lord or just browsing, whatever the case may be. Include your email, check this box, and then you're going to get notified with the workshop that will show in more details for how we build those AI bots. And just to kind of give you the preview of what it looks like, here's what we're going to be setting up. Your premium mobile detailing company serving the following areas within 20 miles radius. This is the business case. You specialize in premium regular detailing, no ceramic coating, no wraps. Your ideal customer profile is busy professional, Tesla, luxury vehicle owner, value convenience, prefer mobile service, wants qualified, not bargain pricing. Your automation goal, capture every inbound call, pre-qualify, validate all that, um, validate service type, validate vehicle type, collect address, book appointment, notify text and Slack, trigger reminder sequence, upsell maintenance plan, and offer limited time discount to increase conversion. So this system must convert for your detailing business, be white labeled and sold to other detailers, and integrate it with Freedom Fusion system to connect them to market talent. If you guys wanted to build this and also share a revenue, get a revenue share, a feudal share from the system anytime it's sold, then I invite you to fill out that form. That's another reason why you want to be building together, guys, versus on your own. Specify that you're a Freedom founder. If you're an actual car detailer and wanted to get help from us, then pick the feudal lord option over here. This way we could understand that you are somebody who wants to implement this for yourself, for your business. Pick the feudal lord option. Okay, guys. Now the question is, how can you get access to Indies community? You just go to school and search for Indies community, and you're gonna find it. You could also go to, I could make it easier for you if I go to buy that link right here. This is my profile. So right now I have an option to become a Freedom founder, which is like if you wanted to, let's say if you wanted to serve other car detailers and you wanted to become that Freedom founder, then this is the form you fill out. I'm gonna make it easier. I'm gonna quickly kind of create a single gateway. This is another thing we help car detailers as well set up social presence. So this is how we do it. This is what it looks like. Book a car detailing appointment. Jack Spas, become a Freedom founder. But we're gonna add over here, uh, get started. Get started like this. And over here, yay, we're gonna include that. And we're gonna get started. This is kind of our initial point of contact. So this is where you click on it and then you pick who you are, whether you're a Freedom founder or a feudal lord. Now this over here, notice how we are getting the like all the other details. We're getting we're using the form, basic form, but in with conversational bot, it's going to be more than just a form. It's going to be like you trying to you communicating with a actual agent. So once again, guys, if you want to see a complete breakdown for how this is set up um, and see what it looks like, how to get this going, then definitely let me know and we'll go through this. We'll, this is going to be like this is just part of it. Then here's a bot one. Here's what it's going to do, purpose, text-based, smart qualifications, runs inside Conversational Flow Builder, etc., etc. Then it uses this, and that. We'll set all of this thing up. Then we're going to have qualification bot, triggers after completion or after conversation bot collects through enough info. And keep something in mind, this is all happening in parallel to what we have already set up. If you haven't watched my previous videos, definitely watch the other previous videos where we set this up with a form. So where the flow looks like this. User fills out a form, user finds us on across socials. And in that other video, I show you all the socials, guys, like Threads, TikTok, YouTube, Google, etc. And they find us there, and then call the Google Voice. Then then Google Voice directs the call to GoHighLevel, the one that is in Freedom Fusion System CRM. That's the one that's connected to the AI bot. AI bot goes ahead uh, and picks it up, finds out what the person needs, and text needs, then text sends SMS to the person with detail for how to fill out the form. That form is something that they fill out. So we have form, something that they fill out, okay? And so they get texted, so meaning they receive text, they click on the link and fill out the form. So that's basically what they do. Then we have outbound voice AI agent contacts them back and confirms appointment and gathers any additional info. So this when it calls back, it already has the context of the form that was filled out before, which is huge because now you don't have to repeat yourself and they already filled everything out, which is like absolutely bonkers, guys. Now, this is as deterministic as it can get. But there's even more deterministic ways of getting information and getting more granular access. If you want it to be like really simple way, then you could literally just stop right here at this bot, um, and you'd have very good success already without even going anywhere further from the conversational bots. But the truth is, conversational bot is just another way for you to kind of gather that additional info, make it more goal oriented on a level that is beyond just a simple like hello, book appointment, that kind of stuff. So conversational AI really helps you kind of trigger the right questions in a right sequence. While the voice, it's still, you could do the same thing in voice, but it's not as granular as conversational AI. There's a risk of like having a voice agent do something that you don't want it to do. So this is what we managed to accomplish last time. And of course, guys, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how all of this is glued together. Once again, if you're joining right now, trying to figure out what we're cooking conversational AI agent. And this is, if you missed what we talked about earlier, just jump in into Andy's community and click on um, this article, and then basically that's I'll read it up what this article is all about. But basically, we're building conversational AI, and when we're building it, we're making it strong. We're making it strong, guys. Super strong for you. So this way, you learn how to build something like this for your car detailing company, or if you're an agency, or and you want to have a bunch of clients, you could do that for your clients. So going back to what we got cooking over here. So a couple of things. Uh, so conversational intake. So we're gonna kind of look at this. So this is the real business use case. You understand the business use case now. Um, Now, if you want to see complete details and breakdown for how we built this thing, I'm gonna kind of give you the preview right now, and then whenever you're ready, just jump in. So the preview is simple. You so like the conversational bot. So let's say we wanted to build this bot. Bot number one, text-based smart qualification runs inside Conversational Flow Builder. So what we do, we're gonna extract all those details and how they found you, all those little details, and we use AI to capture that information, and then we use AI splitter to get the message. So how does that look like? Once again, guys, this is what we're doing. If I was to kind of take you from the beginning, all the way from the beginning, this is the features that we're using. This is what it looks like. As you can see, uh, we're covering a conversational AI flow builder that uses the concept of deterministic approach for gathering info while reducing incredible amount of um, time that you would spend with your customers. Now, the cool part about it, it's different from voice flow agent. It's different from agent studio. It's different from just a typical basic web chat agent, um, because it's deterministic in nature. And you could combine it with CloudBot. And you guys already seen my previous presentation for how I was able to pull this off and have your own like a AI employee kind of doing things for you. Now, this over here is probably the first layer of complexity you want to tackle in your car detailing. There's few ways to do this, and you could apply that for whatever kind of business. In our case, we're obviously doing it for our own car detailing brand, but we're also doing it for our talent agency, and we're doing the same exact thing for our luxury pet brand. Now, what exactly are we doing? You see, guys, traditionally, before 2026, it used to be all like workflows, regular workflows that just, you have to like know what to say, how to say it, using if this, then kind of, if this, then that structure. And it would be really hard for you to kind of create those workflows because we live in a world of AI, of an infinite thought. And have you guys tried like communicating with anybody on the internet recently and like trying to pitch to them anything at all? Like, have you actually tried to do that recently? I don't know about you guys, but I tried, nothing worked. Why? The reason why is because we live in a world of AI with infinite thought, meaning there's many million, like a gazillions of high cardinality heterogeneous complexities that exist on your customer's mind. If you are not on their like level in terms of knowing exactly in which part of the struggles they're in, where they at, then you trying to like appease them in any way, in any prescriptive, any way at all, it's just going to be complete failure. This is what I discovered in the past 2 years of trying to convince people in any shape and form to buy anything. It just doesn't work. So instead, I give up, and this is what I did instead. Like literally, I just use conversational AI to explain whatever it is in my mind because I just literally got tired of over explaining the same exact thing over and over and over and over and again. And if you say one thing or one one thing wrong, boom, you just lose the lead. That's not acceptable. So like how do you fight that? And a lot of you guys are like struggling with the same thing, and I realize I'm not the only one who was struggling with that. And there got to be a better way. Like why is it that how come like every time I'm trying to pitch something, I just fail? Like why? Why? I was asking that question multiple times. And the answer is because of no like well predefined sequentiated way of interrogating the lead in a way where the lead would be like, oh yeah, I need to do this, I need to do that. So um you this is so sometimes you gotta ask those questions, internal questions, guys. So anyway, now that you kind of seen the concept, and now um we're gonna quickly jump in and we're gonna take a look at something else. So obviously right now you kind of got an idea of the conversational AI flow bot. Let's jump into GoHighLevel. So in GoHighLevel, we're gonna see this thing over here, and we're gonna jump into automation. So automation, this is just traditional automation flows. They're pretty good, but um, building traditional automation flows, not necessarily the best thing in terms of 2026. You want to be more, You want to be better. You want to be, you don't want to lose a lead. You don't want to be in a situation where you're constantly struggling, trying to figure it out like, hey, is this good for me? Is it not good for me? No, enough is enough. You gotta have a better way. So this is the way. You click on AI agent, conversational AI agent. What we're gonna do, we're gonna build this further. We're gonna build this workflow. So first of all, we're going to click on AI agent. We're going to click Jax Flow bot. In this particular case, I quickly configured that in a previous video, but if I was to click on this, as you can see, it's right now kind of set up for my Instagram and live chat. So in Instagram and live chat, that means you have like a little chat box, sort of like if you were to go to my freedomfusionsystem.com, and if you were to click on here, Freedom Fusion Detailing, you would see a little box over here, in a little chat box. So that would be the chat box we're talking about. But over here, obviously, this chat bot is slightly different. Uh, in this case, it's voice based. So if I was to say something, yeah, I like to get my car detailing done. So I think you guys got the idea. So this is a regular live chat. And of course, the other variated version of that, if you go to freedomfusionsystem.com, and if you were to go, let's say if you wanted to book a live appointment, let's say if you wanted to do this, and you go to buy that link, Freedom Fusion System, and let's say you wanted to learn how to build your feudal kingdom and either keep it or flip it, and you wanted to communicate with the bot. Let's say you wanted to jump in into this workshop and you wanted to learn how to like build some sort of a business and either keep it or flip it. That's what we do, and like we help you guys learn how to do that. And of course, you could communicate with the chatbot. This would be an example of another chatbot, but over here you could use hello, right? Hello, whatever. The bottom line, it would respond and give you the answer. So now that you guys got to kind of understand the differences between the bots, the other one is obviously when you call the phone number. What kind of phone number? Obviously, when you go here and you pick the phone number, what we have here, we got like here's a one of them circulating over here. So in fact, if I was to like this is if I was to click on here, statistics, you could kind of see the statistics over here, all the details. But if I was to click on content in Instagram, you could see, like for example, here is the a phone number, right? And you could say uh, um, like this. You could leave a comment, for example. You could do all those different things, guys, inside of the CRM system. And this is something that we also show you guys how to pull this off. Right now, the comment came in. I could kind of see that on Instagram already in my chat. The bottom line is right now you want to kind of set this thing up to make it work, right? So how do you do that? You have all those features, all the functionalities. There's a phone number. Somebody calls the phone number. Then we got different voice. We got different agents. We got voice agent, and we got conversational AI. So voice agent is already set up, and we already talked about it. We already created a workshop that talks about all that stuff and engages that voice chatbot. This is what it looks like. You could literally have inbound and outbound call, and you have all sorts of prompts, agent goals, and all sorts of workflows that get triggered, including that SMS thing that I was talking about earlier. So now the question is like, how do you do this? What is the best way? Well, here's the Jaxflow bot. And let's say we wanted to create that bot and take that a little further. So this is a basic setup over here, wait time before responding, autopilot, that kind of stuff, and a live chat. Then, of course, the question becomes like, how do we do this? How do we place this bot further in inside of the actual, what do you call it? Inside of the web page. And this is not hard, guys. This is like the final thing that I'll show you how to do. But um, right now, the most important part for you is to kind of realize, okay, I got this Jax Flow bot. Now, uh, what, like, how do I take it to the next level? What do I do? Or what do I need to create? I need to create a bot that communicates with my customer. So when I go here, I go to bot go and click on edit flow builder. Inside of edit flow builder, we're gonna be covering different kind of things. So first of all, number one, we got AI capture information over here. So we got info for the Fusion system active in this step. So it looks like chat initiated. So over here, chat initiated, select conversational AI bot. And then over here, we got this thing, identify what user is looking for, whether it's marketing AI or anything else. So this is just a quick way of asking questions and proceeding to the next thing. So what exactly do we want to do? We want to do, let's take a look at our prompt, the ChatGPT prompt, real quick for how to set that up. And we go here and we go here. So goal is to extract this information and okay, location, purpose, conversational intake. Okay, so it uses capture information. So all I gotta do is just paste that in for the bot one like this, and say in ChatGPT, show me the workflow for this bot one. Okay, so right now it's gonna go ahead and generate it, and we're gonna go ahead and apply it. So we're gonna do trigger, inbound, SMS, chat, that kind of stuff. Now we're gonna quickly go here, and of course, the best thing I could probably do is not doing that in Chrome, but the bottom line is going to do trigger. So when website chat or Facebook, Instagram, or SMS comes in, we gotta do this. So global tone instructions, and of course, the question is which bot is it gonna be triggered? Because right now that other chat bot that I had another window, it was triggered and it wasn't primary. So if I go over here, this is what the primary is. Like if you go here and have to decide like, oh, which bot do I actually need to invoke? Well, you could invoke this one. But guess what? If you turn it on like this, boom, you turn it on. Now it's gonna look like this. Conversational AI, and we're gonna go here. I'm gonna go to agent list, and it's autopilot. Now, uh, you could kind of create. So the question is, how do I associate this thing with anything else? You could, for now, you could make this one as a primary and kind of do that, or you could granularly attach it. But right now we are just kind of looking at this way. So we got Jackson. So if you go to sites and go chat widget, if you want to attach that real quick, you just click new widget. And we got all-in-one voice AI agent, Instagram chat, WhatsApp chat, Facebook chat, SMS, email chat. So engage visitor live, etc. So um, you could try this one, and then so over here, live chat. So now you got this thing over here, and you could give it a call, whatever, and apply that in a window and call it, for example, detailing, detailing bot, conversational, for example, right? Now you got that, and you hit that save button, conversational, and we're good to go. We hit the agency website cannot be blank. So let's see. You could change the avatar, of course, all that other stuff. Okay. So we're gonna put name, contact form options, name, phone number, email, like this. So you kind of set that up, all those details. And then live chat assigned, live chat closed, live chat business, additional options. So, and you go to add company URL, Fatal Fusion system.com, Fatal Fusion detailing. Okay, so this is all set, and now you hit submit detailing, and we could do Fusion detailing like this. And this is bot one. So bot one, like this. So right now we just created that, okay? And of course, guys, this is where we go. We go here, Video Fusion Detailing bot one. Notice how it's live chat. So if you wanted to include that in the site, we go to funnel and we go to here, videofusionsystem.com, and let's add that, for example, into book. Okay, let's not do it here. Let's go here, Video Fusion Detailing. This bot is over here. So we could swap it for this one instead for now. So the way we're going to do that is by going here and we're going to go to sites. I'm hoping that you guys could follow all of this context real quick. And yeah, let me just kind of include. Yeah, so if we go to QR codes, chat widgets, and we're going to go here, live chat, Video Fusion Detailing chat. We're going to click edit. We're going to get code. We're going to take that code and we're going to go to sites and we're going to quickly check to see if this detailing, where is it? So we're going to go sites, funnels, detailing, and we're going to go here and let's do settings. So let's do settings. We're going to include that this is the funnel for that widget. Okay, so we got this one, and of course we hit save. So now, as you guys could see, we associated that real quick. And if I was to go to Video Fusion Detailing and refresh, it's you see it's a different bot. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is just go here and we're gonna go to AI agents and we're gonna create conversational AI, and of course we're gonna go to agent list. So we got Jack's Flow bot. So when we created that, we have general flow bot, but like how does it know that it's that bot that is connected to Jack's Flow bot? Because look, there's a live chat and there's another chat. So how does it know? We're gonna go back again to sites. We're gonna go to chat widget and let's see if we could do like edit this. Okay. So over here we got styles, we got widget and messaging, acknowledgement, placeholder. So when you create a new bot, over here we got live chat. So really, guys, you need to make it primary. You could do route visitor to Instagram for instant engagement. Is great for brands connecting with customers on Instagram. So this is also another bot. We're very powerful, guys, and we cover that in Thread Stack Digital Power Bundle. How to use Insta, how to use Threads in combination, and but in this case we're just using live chat. So live chat is really like split across those types of agents. So this is the hard part that people don't understand, how to connect them. And of course, this is how you connect them, and this is how it becomes like this. You could make it primary, set as primary. So general support bot, Jack's Flow bot. So if you do that, um, like this, primary gets assigned response to all the inbound messages. Contacts previously assigned to general bot will now be handled by. It will be the default bot for your sub account. So ideally, like if you don't want to pay for this thing and you just wanted to do general support bot, you could do something like this. So right now there is this knowledge base for general support bot. So technically this is what it does. Your bot goal, that kind of stuff. Now the other part is like so you have those workflows. So the general support bot is a bit different from like conversational bot because conversational flow, it just has like this generic kind of prompting, which is also granular, but not as granular as when you do things like setting up this thing over here. Bot automatically replies, so suggest prompts within the chat window. This is another, like, this is pretty cool. Suggest prompts, but um, but if I was you guys, uh, I would definitely use the flow-based one. So for flow-based one, if you go here, like if you come back to the goals and agent list, there's this Jack's flow and it's on autopilot. Now, if I was to say something like, let's say if I was going to engage with that other bot, we have the following training. We have, uh, I'm gonna say, I'm just gonna say hi, and you're gonna see hi. So right now it's using the, just like a regular generic bot. Um, my car is dirty. My car is dirty. I actually can't help with car cleaning. You see, it's a different bot responding. It's not the one that I want to respond. It's generic one. Now, ideally, like if you go Jack's Flow bot, if you go here and you turn it on, like we could do this like this, just to kind of make it easier. We could do something like this. In GoHighLevel, I have live chat bot as bot, generic bot, but then if I want to use conversational flow bot, do I really, is there is there any way of triggering second bot without making it primary, without paying the crown, GoHighLevel premium like this? So we're gonna quickly research that. Yes, but only in certain ways. You can usually trigger a second conversation about without making it primary, but only if you do it through workflow or transfer logic. Okay. The crown premium stuff only applies to some triggers actions, not the basic multi-bot architecture. So primary bot handles all normal inbound calls. Uh, Only one can exist at a time. Oh, okay, you know what? I got an idea. Why don't we transfer? Uh, so non-primary bots, your second bot, those are workflow bots. They only respond when triggered from a workflow. They only respond when, okay, don't answer random inbound messages. Can't be swapped during the conversation. Non-primary bots respond only when workflow step activates them. Okay. Also, you can run multiple bots across workflows. You can even transfer between bots mid-conversation. Okay, multi-bot support. So ways to trigger your second bot without it. So live chat, conversational AI trigger workflow, conversational AI action. Bot number 2 response. Use trigger like customer reply, tag edit conversation, select bot 2. Can be used method 2, but one transfers. That still seems like, oh, okay, with making it prime. No, this looks like it is primary. So ways to trigger a second bot without making it primary. Live chat trigger work, conversational AI action, bot, trigger workflow. Okay, let's do this. Trigger action, conversational AI. No, can't do it. It doesn't work. It doesn't work this way, guys. So let's try to figure it out another way. So trigger workflow conversational AI action. Conversational AI action. And we're gonna do action. Conversational. So we got AI capture information. So define individual goal your bot should achieve. Okay. So will it, now we're gonna take this, use trigger like customer reply form submitted tag edit. Um, what we could do is do, yeah, I mean, there is a way to do it this way, but I kind of didn't want to do it this way, guys. I just wanted to have to be able to just assign a different bot to a different form, different page without actually have to worry about anything else. But bot 1 transfer to bot 2. Inside bot 1, if user asks pricing, yeah, you know what? Let's just do that. Okay, if user price, let's do this, guys. We're gonna do this trick over here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go to general bot, general support bot, and do this. Please, okay. Enable. This is only available for non-primary bots. What? That, so they forcing you to choose premium feature anyway. Let me just ask how much is it for premium. It doesn't work to transfer bot. It says this feature is only for non-primary bots. Okay. So what you're seeing is not a bug. It's basically how God designed conversational work. The primary bot is like a gatekeeper. Transfer power mostly left inside. Let's code it. Primary bot equals default responder. Works inside. So it's not meant to be triggered into another bot workflow by the same way. And that's general. So non-primary bot workflow specialists. Triggered inside workflows. Appointment bots, language bot. Those are the ones that can be transferred in between. Yeah. Yet, but in practice, it lives in bot flows and workflow style logic, not primary default conversation. The non-primary workaround, no crown, the real world. Okay. Primary. Primary, dumb generic router, your real conversational flow bot. Then primary only greets, triggers, workflows launch non-primary conversational bot. Okay, so let's think about it. How can we implement that? Swap primary status temporarily. Changes switch bot primary. Channels must be reassigned though. You can change primary bot anytime, just reassign channels. Not great for automation, but works. Skip conversational AI, use workflow plus GPT action. Your goal is conditional responses, knowledge-based style logic, stage conversations. Then sometimes workflow trigger, send message loop. Let chatbot brain more automation wizard. Okay? What you realistic cannot do without higher tier or redesign. Do not, okay? If I were building this chip flexible, I'd do inbound message primary bot, workflow, activate non-primary conversational bot. Sneaky advanced tactic. If you want power user primary bot, tag contact, workflow, update conversational AI status, start specific bot. Okay, combined with wait steps and channel filters. Uh, so we could do the tag, but why does it have to be so difficult? Uh, let's do the tag. Let's do the tag. All right, guys, we're gonna do the tag. Clearly define the scenario and the situation when you want the workflow to be triggered. First of all, we need to know what type of workflow we want to trigger. What is going to be the name? So let's do this. Jax Flow Bot. Okay. Okay. So we're going to do this. We're going to transfer that trigger workflow. Jax Flow. Okay. So that kind of, I think I know what's going on. It's not really, it's not really a bot trigger workflow. I think I know what we got to do. We got to create a regular workflow and then set a tag. So we're gonna go to automation. Let's do detailing. And we're gonna create a basic workflow. Car detailing tag. Detail transfer from general bot to conversational bot. Conversational bot like this. Then we're gonna do tag contact created, and then tag tag bot transfer. Detailing car detailing bot. Okay, like this. We're done. Publish it. Boom. So that's how we quickly, this is how quickly we're gonna do this, guys, to do this bridge. Not the most exciting way to do the bridge, but that's the best we could do without paying extra money for the premium feature. So we're gonna get up, gonna take a look, transfer general bot, and we're gonna go to AI agents, conversational bot. Then we're gonna do this general support bot goal. Okay, bot goal. If okay, verification you get with success. Okay, trigger workflow. Then we're gonna go transfer to Jax car detailing. The user agrees to pay for the subscription. Okay. When user, they define the scenario situation. When user asks for car detailing. Okay. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna save it now. Now we're gonna do that. We're gonna jump into AI agent list, and we're gonna take on this bot go enable flow builder, and right here we're gonna add trigger tag edit $0. Click here to use this action trigger. Tags edit. This is a premium trigger. Oh my god, they still get you no matter what. This is um come on, tell me there's other triggers. Custom trigger. No. Let's do this. Let's try to work contact. Let's remove this. Let's do trigger contact. Contact. Let's do open bot configuration. Okay. Choose the bot. Okay. Set as primary bot. Primary bot gets assigned and responds to all inbound messages. The general will now be handled by Jax. Nah. Let's see. Let's go here. Bot goals. We're gonna go here. Trigger. Add new trigger. New trigger. Custom scenario. They really want to make it not conversational thing really tricky. Let me ask how much is the premium action. How much is it for premium action if I was to switch it to conversational bot, switch it to another bot, conversational one. So let's see. Premium workflow about 0.01 per unless you buy bulk prices or hit per time that action runs. So technically for execution, unused credits usually don't roll over. Overage usually returns to a bot. If your conversation bot uses AML, not just for this is neural prices, meaning pay for AI text processed. all the legacy structure or unlimited plan. Ground workflow 1 penny every time it runs. So if I make it, I mean, that's not a big deal. Like 1 penny, I could turn it, you know what? I'm just gonna turn that on, guys. That is not even a big deal. First, I'm gonna see if it gets transferred. I need some car detailing. I need some car detailing. Can you tell me your name? I'll help you with next time. Okay. Okay. So it's not really clear if it got transferred or not. So we're gonna take a look here. We technically, I don't think it got transferred because we couldn't find the tag. So let's do this. Okay, let's think. How can we find the tag? First, we're gonna go here. Execution logs. No. Okay, let's do this. Let's go to agent, voice agent, conversation AI, and let's find that tag again, Jackflow. We're gonna figure this out, guys. We're gonna figure this out. Boom. Let's do chat initiated tag. Tag. Remove contact. No. Tag is filter. Tag. Tag edit. Tag. Tag edit. Custom field. Standard fields. Okay. I need some car detailing. Okay, let's do this. Okay. Um, Execution logs. Nothing. Let's do this conversational AI. We're gonna solve this problem, guys. I'm gonna do it like this. Delete. All set. Now we're just gonna go to conversational AI. Set as primary. Now we're gonna do this. Hi. Okay, I think that is switched. I need some done in my home. Okay. As you guys can see, it's right now we're able to switch it. Now, obviously, because I'm doing this for my main site, I wanted to be different. Um, like I wanted to include my talent agency and my luxury pet brand and car detailing. So I kind of don't want this bot to be here. But in your particular case, since you're gonna have a different sub account, if you were to um, get this system from us and use our affiliate link, then would help you guys get this set up. And we also have feudal incubators where you could learn how to do this setup. But going back to what I was saying is there's now everything is flowing through here. And obviously, guys, this is where the magic comes in. Bot training takes place over here. We'll go to bot goals, and if we click on the flow builder, now we could see more information here. As you can see, right now I'm part of that workflow. If I was to view details, let's edit to the workflow and view execution history. We could see the contact path to see how it was executed. And as you can see, the path is going here. And now there's like two contacts. So this is the first part that we got it out of the way. It was a bit tricky, but we got it out of the way. We're able to kind of show you that part. Now the next part is we're going to be building the actual workflow, which is going to be all about conversational AI, everything that we talked about, all those things that we wanted to build. And ideally, I should have just called this car detailing workflow, but I just to make it the same as for jacks. So this way we don't have to flip in between. Just wanted to call jacks pass. Later on, we're gonna make it both for like different things. We're gonna make it for like if you look at the conversational list over here, general support bot, it just has bot goals, but it doesn't really have the flow bot way, but the other one does. So which is good. And now what we could do is we could configure it further to make it better. And to make it better, this is where we're gonna be asking additional questions. So right now, if you look at this, it's autopilot, Instagram, live, chat, and bot goals. So if I was to initiate myself conversation with myself on Instagram, then of course it would be there as well. So if I go to Instagram, buy that link, and go here, Instagram, and engage into conversation. In this particular case, I'm clearly um, logged in as myself. Like I'm already can't really engage with my conversation with myself, but because my Instagram is connected to here, but I could log on to it. I could probably just do it from my phone. Do it on my phone, and I'm gonna go to Instagram and see if I could pull this off directly from Instagram. Instagram, I'm logging in. I'm checking now, searching for Freedom Fusion System. Okay, I found it. I'm gonna say hi. So as you can see, I got a message respond. I got this message hi from my other account. So now, if I was to say, do you see what's happening now, guys? Hey, just curious, what's the biggest challenge you're working right now? Are you looking for marketing help, automation, or something else? Uh, do you guys see what's happening? No? Uh, yeah, like I'm trying to get some car detailing done, except I'm not gonna respond like that. Trying to get car detailing done. Just gonna send like that. So I'm on my own account right now in Freedom Fusion System. I'm getting from my personal account. I'm communicating with my own self on the phone, and I'm trying to get the car detailing done. And we can come to your house if you're in. So notice how it's factoring things in for both. Like it's factoring things in for, um, you know, like for my talent agency, for my car detailing, and of course I want to include luxury pet brand. I'm mixing it in as well. So now there's a couple of, so now that you guys kind of see what's going on, what is going on? Like obviously, will it continue talking to infinity? What's gonna happen? This is what I wanted to talk about. First of all, like in my particular case, because I have three different brands, technically four, because I'm doing another one like American directory called Hypism. So in my particular case, obviously it makes total sense to um, it just makes total sense to combine different workflows together and do something like, hey, if you're here for car detailing, go here. If you want jack spas, go here. If you want some marketing, go here and transfer the between the bots. Okay. So that's kind of what we're gonna do. I'm gonna remove this thing. We're gonna show you guys how this is done mostly for car detailing first. So capture information and then what is going on. Like here, as you can see, this is what it said. Identify what the user is looking for, whether it's marketing, AI automation, uh, UGC, or pet related or um, pet pet questions or pet questions. Determine if it's a service provider, freedom farmer, feudal lord. So if it's service provider, a business owner, feudal lord, or or a pet friendly mom over 40. So I'm gonna kind of include that because that's my other customer profile. So what's your biggest challenge? I'm struggling. So specify what about I'm struggling with current ads. Um, skip objective if field is already filled out. So this is this is what we need to get the question. We do maximum attempts. Don't proceed to next objective if criteria is not met. Don't proceed to next objective if criteria is not met. So like so that means it's gonna be asking the person multiple times, 5 times in a row, what the hell is going on? So I hope that makes sense, guys. So I'm gonna I'm gonna clarify it again. Okay? So this is me from another account, from my Insta, from my phone, sending a message. Like before, my bot was like completely useless. It would be deterministic in a way where you sequentially have to include everything and people wouldn't understand what I was offering. Now, I don't have to worry about that. Now it's just I message it and AI, the conversational AI takes care of it. Now, this is huge. This is not like what was before, guys. Before it was sequential. You have to like really cook your mind to figure out what to say, how to say it, and with hopes that somebody's gonna reach out. And that doesn't work in infinite world of AI because obviously people will be like, uh, I don't have any problems. Or me, like the thing is, guys, look, here's what I'm dealing with. I have 4 different brands. I can't be just asking a question in this bot and saying something like, "Oh, can you get some car detailing? Do you need some car detailing?" I don't want to start like that because I lose all the other customers. Like, look, guys, this is my talent agency. I have many different things: car detailing, talent agency, pet brand, TikTok shop, UGC, all that stuff. So the question is, how do I take grab control of all this? Of course, guys, earlier I went ahead and I showed you all the details about AI bots, and you've seen in the previous channel that kind of stuff. Let me just kind of quickly run through what I'm showing you here. This is essentially what I'm showing you. My name is Ron Wells. I'm a 21st century freedom writer. I'm a former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut and a full stack cybersecurity and cloud engineer. Today, my goal is to help you elevate your workflows 10x efficiency style. So this way you can make extra income doing whatever it is that you love, gather information from your customers without jeopardizing the conversation, and do so with the Conversational AI Flow Builder. Now, there's a couple of things you got to understand about the Flow Builder. Let me go ahead and kind of quickly whip out the laser pointer, guys. So this way you could kind of focus and ask me all sorts of questions. But this is what it does. That AI message, custom message, versus. So what is the purpose? The node type for AM. So there's different types of node types: AI message, custom message, and continue conversation message. So we got contextual prompting. This is how you tell the bot what to achieve, and it adapts the wording. And the static scripting is when you send the exact pretended predefined text like a standard SMS action. So, and then of course you have FAQ, knowledge base. AI uses knowledge base to answer questions without specific goals. Okay, which is pretty cool. Well, this is really cool. After you address all your objectives, you can let it communicate and ask, like transfer people to your educational bot and kind of create, stir up the pot, get things going without you being babysitting the information. So and over here, as you can see, this is the kind of flows that we're dealing here. So we're dealing with different channels. We got SMS, WhatsApp, email. Yeah, just kind of showed you. This is what it looks like on Insta. This is how the chatbot is communicating using conversational style approach without necessarily me having to babysit it and tell it to use any kind of static based actions. So static based action is when you predefine the workflow and you say something like send this exact predefined text like a standard SMS action. The problem with that is if you say the wrong thing, you can get cooked and the customer runs away. So and that's what was happening with me for the longest time until I started using the conversational AI Flow Builder. Now this is pretty nuts, guys. Like first, I showed you in the previous workshops how to create like voice AI agents and make them super robust. But this, in combination with the AI voice agents, sheesh, this has got to be borderline illegal, especially. you're going to be able to save a lot of time. And not only time, you're going to be able to fulfill this business to other people. Like other people, other car detailers don't know about any of that. They're just detailing things they have a car business and they really like fighting out there with customers and like getting stressed out, trying to figure out how to how to communicate with them, what price to say. They're getting these calls, and you could be like a superhero who's gonna come in front of them and be like, "Yo, look, I got you something special." Now, I think my computer's now finally got unhooked, but I'm gonna kind of zoom through like whatever the features of conversational AI chatbot. You've probably seen lots of screens popping in. I apologize for that. That was my power automate automation kicking in. But look, I'm gonna kind of quickly, while hovering with a laser pointer, and that's another skill that I show in my feudal incubators, how to create stunning automations, how to create incredible pitches. So this way you pitch like God and literally get those leads like mana from the sky. But right now I'm just gonna kind of quickly zip through some of those slides. By the way, guys, if you're wondering how to create slides like that, I show presentation, Google Notebook LM presentation as well for how to pull this off. I'm doing this, in fact, for university. I got hired by university to create a multi-million dollar stream business for them in terms of feudal incubators, the very same feudal incubators that I'm showing you guys. Essentially everything that you see here, guys, you could get access to this. Like if you're struggling as like if you are on a budget and don't have a lot of money to spend, you could start off with $14.99 per month, get access to a bunch of workshops, get access to a bunch of automations, all those different automations that I showed you, like Threads Responder, TikTok Pet Automator, Threads Pet Automator, Cookie Sys, all those things. So this way, quickly level up on school community, present them your solutions, make money together with other freedom founders in school community while simultaneously paving the pathway towards becoming the future you in a world of car detailers or any other kind of businesses for that practical matter. Now notice I'm using advanced strategy. Most of the time people just talk about bots and all sorts of stuff. I find that boring. I what I do is I don't just talk about bots. I literally tell you like the mechanics that I'm using when I'm presenting. Right now, I'm pressing a left button and a right button, left button and a right button. What I'm doing is I'm tapping into the neuroscience. What I do, I study a lot of neuroscientists, astrophysicists, and all sorts of smart people before I go to sleep, and I try to figure out all those techniques that I could extract out of them and bring them to you, and then I experiment with those techniques on your brain while you're watching YouTube channel, and then in the process of that, I explain you what works and like why you should be using your thumb. Like right now, I'm doing this circular motion with the thumb and going left, right, left, right, left, right. If you just conquer that little micro skill that I gave you, you'll be able to increase your engagement like by 40%. Because most of the time, I find a lot of folks they start explaining something, people be like, I don't really want to listen to you because you're not showing me some sort of a red dot moving. Now, believe it or not, this is advanced technique that took me a while to figure it out, especially once you get super good. You could start combining you communicating with people while showing the speech. By the way, right now I'm using PowerPoint. This is something, once again, guys, this is part of our feudal incubator called Freedom Fusion Pitch, where you get to learn how to pitch, how to construct PowerPoints, how to hold the laser pointer, how to do this simultaneously while hitting the left button, the right button. And like a lot of people out there on the internet, they will tell you, talk about features and and that's it. And they don't actually tell you like, hey, but how do you actually make money out of that? That's all fun and great, but how do like there got to be some other hidden skills that other people are not talking about. And that's exactly what you learn in Threads Stack Digital Power Bundle, which is only $14.99 per month. And of course, guys, you get to see this here. Now, um, another skill that you're going to learn in Thread Stack Digital Power Bundle is apps stacking. Extremely powerful skill. And before I talk about that skill, because I don't want to cook your brain, guys, because you probably just be like, damn, this is probably the most craziest workshop I ever came across. But like like before I talk about thread stack and all sorts of other details, like why the hell am I doing left, right, left, right, left, right, using the pointers and everything? Because the thing is, I'm using neuroscience to tap into your mind, and gradually describe the features of conversational AI flow, uh, and while kind of preparing you for this bigger workshop, a bigger workshop that you could sign up for, which is something that I already described in the community. And this is something people don't talk about. They just create stuff, go on YouTube, and don't literally explain like how people can find you, how to combine all those AI bots, like what is it that you're doing on school community, why is it important? And next thing you know, you start building, and nobody, you don't find any customers if you don't know the mechanics like this, like what I'm showing to you right now. So now that my computer is no longer cooked, let me go ahead and kind of show you the buy link. Another thing what I do for my customers is I try to set them up with a buy link. So if you're a car detailing person and you wanted to get a car detailing done, you click on this buy link, and of course you put the time. Now, right now I'm just kind of iterating through different things and jumping between the school community, jumping between the calendar and all that other stuff, but also kind of demonstrating to you the fact that yes, you could also have a beautiful life just like I have a beautiful life. I became a millionaire just from a boring way. I didn't become a millionaire from anything that I'm showing you over here. I became a millionaire the boring way. But I kind of like what I'm doing over here because essentially it helps me kind of develop new skills. It helps you guys to pick up something from me as a person and from my talent agency, but also be able to set a very good business for yourself. And who knows, maybe do a little bit of car detailing, or maybe do a TikTok shop, or maybe do what's called Freedom Fusion Flip, which is a powerful workshop. And once again, guys, what I'm doing right now is I'm demonstrating to you the system. This is called Freedom Fusion System CRM, and how you could use it for your car detailing. So the idea is you gotta have similar profile just like this, um, buy a link. This is something we help you get set up. And depending on who you are, and while I'm explaining to you guys, while I'm explaining to you all those different things that are happening, like just around this profile, can you imagine trying to explain that to a person who messages you and be like, oh, so how can you help me? Wait, you have a what? You have a pet brand? You have a car detailing company? You have a talent agency? You doing a TikTok shop? You doing talent management for moms over 40? Like what? Do you guys see how confusing this gets? Like if you try to like if you have a lot of passions in life, if you have maybe you're doing some side hustles, if you have all those things, like you could go nuts trying to explain everything to people, whatever it is that you do, but guess what? You how do you solve that problem? How to explain to people what you do so this way you could make money from multiple revenue streams? Well, the truth is just creating a bio link profile is not going to be strong enough. Of course, you got to have something beautiful like that, and you got to have apps stacking skills like this. And I'm going to kind of show you the app stacking skills. Right here, what you see is a console. This is called ops. This is something that you want to do and combine your PowerPoint presentation whenever you go on live. Now, this is a powerful technique. By the way, guys, I'm going to be teaching in university in New York this next week, computer networking, and um, I'm going to be utilizing Zoom to teach it. But also, on a personal level, I wanted to show you something that is better than Zoom, which is ops. Now, how do you want to utilize ops to grow your agency or whatever it is that you're doing? You obviously got to have a um, bunch of templates. So over here on the left side, what you see a little templates that it's called scenes. So if I wanted to go ahead and reinforce, like a lot of you guys are, probably have so much content, but you'll be like, damn, how do I describe all that content? I gotta use all those voice bots. I gotta use conversational bots. I gotta use all those laser pointers left and right. I gotta maintain the mentality. I gotta explain all like I gotta become number one in school. Like guys, look, it's easy. It's so easy to get overwhelmed with all this. So easy to get overwhelmed. But look, there's just few micro skills that you gotta learn to pull this off to build any kind of business, whether it's car detailing. Like car detailing, guys, you could totally do on a part-time basis. Like literally, I did this 3 weeks ago. I didn't know anything about car detailing. I went ahead and I built the whole company, like in literally in a week, and showed you the whole thing for how to build it. And literally, if you want to sell it, if I want to sell it, I could go ahead and already sell it. I already have customers coming in. That's how quick it was. But how is it possible? Guys, look, the truth is you gotta, to make it possible, you gotta have a couple of things, basic skills out of the way. So the first one is like this thing over here. What am I doing right now? Moving left, right, moving left, right, right? What is that? That's a little window. What kind of window? Well, it's a it's a window of my profile, but can I update that profile? Yes, absolutely. I could update the profile and include additional link over here. In fact, I went ahead and I actually updated additional link today, and this is what the like over here. If I was to click on it, let me just kind of show to you how everything happens. Over here, I went ahead and edit get started. Why? The reason why is when you start like communicating with all those people across school, across threads, across all those socials, the truth is, guys, you don't want to be getting cooked, constantly be giving free information without getting anything in return. So this is how you solve the problem. You definitely want to get an email. You click on an email, you do that, you collect the info, they fill it out. And of course, in the process of doing that, you got to include your conversational AI bot. Your conversational AI bot is going to be triggering all sorts of workflows. It's going to be introducing all sorts of things. And of course, guys, what you want to be doing, you want to be doing upstacking skills. So upstacking skills, let's say if we wanted to go ahead and switch to commercial, because you can never be just like a machine constantly communicating and explaining everything. You could do something like this. What I'm about to do, I'm going to click on this and then it's going to switch real quick. This is called upstacking skill.
I'm hot year round, no four seasons. When we at the pool, fill it up with tequila. She don't take shots, but she just had four. She ain't finna have a boyfriend no more. See, I'm outside and you gotta understand. I don't wanna see none of this on the gram. Sweet life like Zach and Cody. Baby, I don't leave home unless the bag is on me. It's hard to get any better when I'm in this mode. Elevated straight to the penthouse with a nice road. Late check out depending on how the night go. Neighbor got a noise complaint, that's me, I I'm hot year round. No.
ThreadStack provided everything I need to finally have balanced digital life that I always wanted. Plus, I can
All right,
afford more
guys. So now
travel
that
now
you guys
too.
kind of got a little preview of those upstacking skills and all sorts of other skills and like this thing over here, now you're kind of beginning to understand how all of those elements are being built. You want to be able to quickly switch between between the screens. You want to be quickly switching between PowerPoint presentation, and you want to be explaining and providing necessary information for other people and getting them into all sorts of parts of your funnels. Now, the conversational AI bot is going to be quite handy with that. Why? Because it's going to be able to explain all those details. So to do that, what we're going to do, we're going to quickly kind of go here, and on the school community, guys, you could quickly, once again, definitely use cookies to quickly level up, and also click on this page over here to see the details for how we're going to be continuously uh, building the next steps of those bots. Right now, you're kind of seeing what I was able to show to you. You're able to see how the bot comes in handy over here. Take a look at this. This is where I'm going to be updating here. And of course, all you got to do is if you want to see the rest of the workshops that are associated with how we're building those bots, how we're integrating multiple companies together into conversational bots, how we are triggering them and sending them, transferring them from one bot to another, how we expanding further on those conversational chatbots, then definitely, guys, click on here and then go ahead and get the fill out the form. Okay, specify here if you're a freedom founder, service provider, or if you're an existing business owner, and specify that feudal lord, or if you're just browsing. But I highly recommend you pick this one, freedom founder or feudal lord, because if you're just browsing, you're not going to be going through the workshops that we just shown you over here. So pick definitely freedom founder or feudal lord, depending on who you are. Now that you have everything lined up, guys, you've probably already seen everything that I could possibly present, uh, and many things that I couldn't present possibly, but now you got a little taste for what is coming. Until next workshop, this is another little trigger over here, that like a little widget that I'm gonna add. But if you wanted to participate in live workshops, then definitely register for Freedom Fusion Flip workshops. So this is the one that I was talking about earlier. Also, guys, be careful with Google listing. Notice how I got suspended. My Google listing got suspended. That's because I went ahead and I blasted like you know I yeah, this is because I went ahead and blasted content too much. So I do have unverified and managed profile. Like this is what I'm trying to do to I went ahead and already submitted it, but be careful with content because you will quickly get banned even before you start your business. As you can see, my profile over here got suspended instantly. The other one is not, it's verified. This one instantly suspended, and there's no, I don't even know if I'm going to get it back. So that, just like that, your business could be blown out of the water. Just like that, guys, if you make one mistake. This is the reason why you want to be watching those workshops over here. They're gold, including the conversational AI workshops. And of course, just in case if you join, guys, this is what we're talking about over here. We got this is what we're doing. We're building this conversational bot, and as you can see, this is the features. Now, but um, going back to the conversational workflow, we're gonna go here to AI agent, conversational AI, and we're gonna go to agent list, and we're gonna go to Jack's Flow primary bot. I'm gonna try to adjust it and see if we wanna do anything here or not. So right now we kind of got the bot training, bot goals. So we could include other things and select knowledge base and ask include like a Freedom Fusion System CRM, thread stack. So this way, this bot is going to become quickly intelligent um, and quickly understand what is happening right away. So boom. So we kind of upgraded our bot right away with operational intelligence and bot goal. If we're going to go here, we're going to go to edit flow builder. And as you can see, there's this edit flow builder, and boom, we're now capture state. I'm gonna remove this bad boy, delete it because we're not really gonna need it. And over here, we just kind of see uh, don't proceed to next objective if criteria is not met. So that's kind of the idea. Now, if I wanted to build another one and say something like this, bot transfer. If I wanted to transfer bot, I would put general support bot, for example. And um, the thing is that like if you use a lot of knowledge base and if you use a lot of knowledge base contact, then you definitely want to be using transfer bot. The reason why, guys, let me go ahead and explain why. So like obviously you see what I did. I just set up transfer bot. I'm gonna cancel that real quick. Okay, I'm just gonna cancel that and I'll show you, I'll explain why. So like why do you need to do the transfer bot technique? If you do it this way, if you just set up a bot and do a knowledge base like this, like the way I did it over here, where I included all the knowledge bases, then obviously that's gonna eat up a lot more tokens. But if you just do one knowledge base, it's gonna eat up less tokens, which is gonna be more cheaper. Now, here's the cool part about it. As you can see, in case if you guys joining late, then it's okay. This is what I'm covering. This is the Conversational Flow AI. And of course, the way it works is you just um, provide predetermined actions uh, in a way like where you describe what you want and it just communicates with people across Insta, across all sorts of socials, that kind of stuff. So how is that different? Traditionally, there was some static scripting where you need to specify like custom messages and include the text, and it can feel clunky. But now with this thing, well, it's a conversational AI flow builder. You capture entire context of whoever it is that you're communicating. Fairly simple. So what I mean by that, let me go ahead and kind of show it to you. First of all, like why is this such a big deal? The reason why, guys, is before it was really hard to like figure out like what person needs, and you constantly have to babysit the person or respond to them. Now this bot can respond, but the difference is it can respond in a predetermined manner, meaning without kind of you wondering like, oh, will I say something wrong and it's gonna like say something that I don't really meant, and then I lose the customer. Like you don't really have to worry about it because this bot is going to be able to do that. It operates across different channels and whatnot. That's is basically using AI Flow Builder to build it and to generate the message versus the standard automation. We use this one, and which is really difficult, clunky, that kind of stuff. So now going back to what I was saying, here is the strategy. So the strategy is, now that we got that out of the way, we're gonna do the bot transfer. So the bot transfer is gonna be happening to our general bot. We're gonna achieve that through the following method. We're gonna say if the person talks about any car detailing, we could go ahead and transfer to a separate bot. So over here, bot transfer, select general support bot, choose bot to transfer. So, um, but you want it to do like a splitter. You want to add a splitter, and before you transfer, you want to find out information. So, and for that, you could do AI capture, AI splitter. So, describe the branching, whether the customer owns a house or not. So you could say something. Did the did the customer did the lead ask about um, AI automations, AI automation services? Then you add branches. Yes. Um, no. And then branches. Did the no. So we're gonna include yes and no. No condition met. So over here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna say we're gonna transfer the bot, and we're gonna pick general support bot over here. So what am I doing here? I'm doing this function over here. This is AI splitter. So for example, you could either route to educational bot that does all sorts of things. So if the customer says, "Hey, are you running any ads?" and they say no, then you could like send them to educational bot that reinforces the whole concept of running ads and then nurturing. So now you could also route them to booking, that kind of stuff, and you essentially get the input, process it, get the output, and you're good to go. And you could constantly ask people for questions. So what I mean by that, by questions, obviously, is if I go to here, let's say into Instagram, I'm gonna open up Instagram and I'll show you how it's used with Instagram. Um, but of course, here's an example of Instagram. As you can see, this is me sending myself a message. So this is me sending a message to me on my agency account. Obviously, because I have 4 different businesses, um, it, like I gotta respond correctly. If I respond incorrectly, then that lead is gonna run away. So obviously, that's where conversational AI bot comes in handy. The cool part about it, like notice how it says, "Hey, just curious, what's the biggest challenge you've been working through right now? Are you looking for marketing help, automation, or something else?" That's the bot. That's the conversational bot responding. And guys, once again, my name is Ron Wells. As you could probably see me over here, I'm number one over here on the leaderboard and in this cool community. If you want to learn how to build those bots, you could quickly join the community. It's a free community. It's called Andy No Code, and effectively you just feel free to follow. And then over here, you get to, if you wanted to expand on this and learn this, just click on this link over here, include your who you are, whether you're a feudal lord, whether you're a brand owner or freedom founder, meaning a service provider, include your email, submit the request, specify this checkbox. This one was actually like a crazy checkbox because in my previous videos, guys, I created a video for you. It was like a 5-hour workshop that talks about this checkbox, and it's kind of nuts. Um, yeah, you just gotta see the workshop, guys. It's absolutely nuts what the voice agent can do, but you gotta make sure. Basically, in previous workshop, what I did is I showed you how to set up inbound and outbound voice AI bots. So this way, a customer goes ahead, contacts your phone number, starts communicating naturally, and it literally like it's so natural. It's absolutely insane, guys. I even included like a little data center background noise on the back of the conversation, so this way the customer feels like they're calling a call center. So it's pretty dope. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, you transfer the bot if the condition is met. So AI splitter did that person ask for automation services? Yes, and of course, no. And over here, you could save action. So um, this is let AI determine the best response path by analyzing user input and describe directing to the correct conversation branch as per description. So and directing let it by now and directing it. Did they ask if that's a yes, then direct them to yes branch. So it analyzes the conversation context and decides which path to follow. So that's pretty. Otherwise, no. If no condition met, proceed further. Proceed further. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty good, guys. We're humming along. We're transferring bot, and of course, we're still gonna need to do testing. No condition met. Then we could do something like this. We're gonna say um, end conversation, or like thank you for reaching out. So reactivate after, and then over here you could do something like this: 3 hours. Reactivate after 3 hours. So how much battery do I have? I have a little bit. Woohoo! I have a little bit. Okay, thank you guys for allocating a little bit of the time and joining me here. My name is Ron Wells. I'm a 21st century freedom writer, former certified math teacher for the state of Connecticut, and a full stack cybersecurity engineer. Right now, I'm covering this, conversational AI bot with a flow builder, something pretty cool. And you could do all sorts of fun things with it, answering all sorts of questions from different people, 10xing your output versus traditional workflows where you would sit there, cook your brain, um, trying to script things. That would be the old days. The new ways are now prompting, prompting in a deterministic manner. That's the beauty about this. And of course, the wait for replies, you know, you don't want it to be double responding to people multiple times. You want to be checking this checkbox. It's another thing that you're gonna come across. And now, if I was to get out of here and kind of jump into the flow builder, so what do we have? We got this flow bot, and the trigger gets triggered. How does it happen? It happens through this thing. I probably gotta delete. This is not needed, and I'm just gonna hit save. Now, guys, a couple of things. So what exactly are we building? I have a talent agency, luxury pet brand, car detailing, and American directory. So multiple businesses, and my company does obviously needs to communicate with you and other customers, and the best way to do that is through conversational AI bots. Um, this is, if you wanted to learn more, you could take a look over here in our workshops. If you wanted to kind of um, figure out like how to do this, how to build those bots, first of all, you could take a look at my bio link, and you could get started over here by clicking get started, putting your email, and just specify whether you're a feudal lord or a freedom founder. If you're a freedom founder, like a service provider, and you wanted to serve other feudal lords and build automations for them, that would be the freedom founder. If you're a feudal lord, that means you actually have a business and you wanted to make it make more money, get other freedom founders to promote it and build all sorts of automations for it. So this way you can focus more on your business. Then pick this one, Feudal Lord. Then if you're just browsing, hit just browsing. And of course, put your email, and then we'll send you more additional information for how to build stunner looking agents, and not just agents, but fully blown businesses. This one for car detailing took us 1 week to get the whole business built, and I already listed it for sale for 15 grand. So what those workshops over here, guys, do, this one over here, those are the ones that are designed for Freedom Fusion Flip, where you either build your feudal kingdom and keep it, or flip it. Now, what I recommend, guys, is to always flip it once you generate plenty of customers. Now, a couple of things, guys. Going back to what I was saying, if I was to take this further, what I would do is I'd show you guys how to do threads. You could learn more about threads with ThreadStack, and definitely take a look at that digital power bundle. Now, ThreadStack is lit. You're going to learn more about it as you enjoy the content. But going back to the conversational AI, couple of things you got to understand. Conversational AI is here for you to make things easier, make things better, and when you end the conversational workflow, you want to make sure that it's ended a few hours, it re-engaged. Thank you for reaching out. If there's anything else, feel free to let us know. Okay, so this way you no longer have to be the process prisoner, and instead you get to become the freedom founder. And of course, when I say be careful, guys, be careful, because as you can see, my Google business got suspended. So definitely, when you start creating ads, be careful with your how you do the repetitive building. Like if you do repetitive things constantly, you're gonna get cooked so fast, it's gonna be like crazy. So, but luckily I'm getting most of the requests from other socials, not even from Google. So if I don't get that account back, I'm just gonna recreate another one. But the reason why I think I got banned, well, suspended, was because I did this. Let me go ahead and show you guys, because this will 100% happen to you and nobody's gonna warn you. You could make this mistake and lose entire business. Let me make sure, let me show you how to prevent that mistake. So when you make any kind of content, just as you can see, here's new post. Having When you have multiple brands, it's easy to, like, for example, in my particular case, I have multiple brands over here. Freedom Fusion Detailing. I have Jack's Paws. Jack's Paws is our pet brand, and I have Freedom Fusion System. Multiple brands. So the problem is, like, when you start creating any kind of content, when you start promoting your, like, anything to, let's say, your Freedom Fusion Detailing brand, if you do this on some socials, you'll be okay. You're not going to get banned. But on other socials, like Google, you will get 100% banned if you do this. And I'm going to show you what I did, the mistake I did. Notice how over here I have this little Facebook little post that literally shows our car detailing services. And by the way, this works. This works really well when you do things on Facebook, when you do things on Meta, you could do recurring posts. What's gonna bite you though is if you put your phone number from GoHighLevel, because you're gonna get so many spammers coming in. You're gonna get cooked so fast. So what I did is I realized that I was getting like attacked by all those spammers. I had to create a spam anti-filtering techniques, and I showed it to you in the previous videos for how to pull this off and go high level. But to solve that, I use Google Voice phone number, redirected to my AI's voice agent. And that solved this problem partially, but not fully. There's still spammers coming in, but at least it's not eating up my transcripts. But the problem was, like, when I posted things on Facebook, I mean on Google, as you can see, this is what I'm going to show you what caused the violation. Those violations will eat you alive, guys, and you basically, nobody talks about it. They just kind of tell you, like, go ahead, you could do it, you could build a business, and then you get banned. So um, over here, here's a recurring post. First, it was this post that did it, then it was this one. The same post twice. Boom, instant ban. Just like that, guys. Instant ban. So definitely modify your posts. That's where AI agents come in. This is where you're going to be using AI Agent Studio, which is another agent uh, way of creating agents and sending personalized requests across different types of depending on who you're interacting with, sending them personalized requests with video, audio, doing it this way more in your ecosystem versus doing it like versus blasting that on a violating the Google Google terms and conditions. Hopefully, I'll get it back. I don't know. I may need to do multiple retries. It may be one of those back and forth kind of hassles. But needless to say, that AI agent is running nicely. I could talk to it. And the cool part about it, I could go ahead and if I go to automations and let's say just to kind of retrigger this thing back, right now I have this conversational AI, but if I wanted to go to marketing sites and if I wanted to grab chat widgets and just quickly put this voice agent back to where it was before on a page, then I could get that code real quick like this. This is happening super quickly like this. Got the code. Now, what I do is go to sites, funnels, and detailing. So I'll go to detailing, and there we go. Now I'm just uploading the code over here. Boom, uploading the code. Boom, boom. Code is uploaded. Nice. So now if I go to Freedom Fusion System and go to detailing, there should be a new code over here, a new widget. So this is a widget. As you can see, it's here. It's available, and it's called Jax. I could change the avatar, but anyway, the bottom line is, I think you guys got the idea. We also show how to do this, how to do meta ads, and if you're interested in getting complete walkthrough for how to set up your business, how to make it valuable for yourself, definitely let us know. Those ads are controlled through Ads Manager. We show how to quickly set that up so you have everything you need to control your leads and make them to become your loyal customers. Now, this is just part of the automation workflows. The conversational bot is pretty much super fire. Instagram bot is absolutely insane, and we are going to create a little bit of logics to carry that through. So the logic is going to be